Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, coming out live for your place for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks for you here from, picks from the NBA. We have an 8-game card from the association. Picks for you here from college basketball as well. We'll just call it Mid-Major Thursday here. This day used to be reserved for a lot of games from the Pac-12. Well, no longer. Well, we'll see the Pac-12 return next year in a different form. But a lot of mid-majors on the board today for college hoops. Big card from NHL. We get an NHL guy here. We'll look at NHL picks for you here on the show. And guys, we'll ask you to do is give us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Really helps us build our audience when you do that. Set notifications, 5 live shows over our channel, so you don't want to miss any of them. And all of our live shows, you can interact with our folks in the chat, our cappers in the chat. Let's say hello to Chris. El Nino should be on his way. He's coming in as we speak. We'll say hello to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Coming off of 0-1 day there, had a bad read on the Miami Heat with Orlando going into Miami, so kind of dropped that one there, and then it was a short card on the hit list there, so we didn't really cash anybody. A lot of different people went than what we thought, so just ready for a bounce back today. Good card.
Very good. Let's say El Nino. Sal, what's going on?
Yeah, doing all right. Hit my best bet there in the NBA, but unfortunately couldn't lay off the Bulls there. I ended up throwing them in there as well. And, it was looking good, but I think they ended up losing that fourth quarter by 12. So hard, I guess, when you do that. So anyways, 1 in 1 day, lost a tiny little bit of juice. So I'll take it and try to do better today.
Very good. Yeah, I had another best bet winner come in there for me with the Cavaliers as they just pound the Lakers. I just saw the Cleveland team, they flipped the switch. Couldn't hit anything else, though. That's been the story of late here. I've just been running a string of best bets. We have another one up for you for today, so look to get it going here. So let's get on with the work today. We'll start from the NBA 8-game card, 2 blocks of 4. We start here with the Kings and Sixers. Got the Sixers now 11.5 here. The total sits here 229.5. Bucks and Wizards. Well, we got the Bucks on the road 2.5. There are some twos out there. Total 222.5. Rockets and Hawks. These are back-to-back teams. A lot of back-to-back spots today, by the way. Rockets 3.5 here. Total sits here to 224.5. Then the Heat and the Bulls, back-to-back teams here. Crazy traveling from Miami here. Miami 2 on the road. Total 238.5. Let's take a look at the injury reports here from these games. Kings and Sixers. We got Murray out. Monk and Westbrook are both questionable. For the Sixers, no Beauchamp. Grimes is questionable. George and Embiid are probable. Bucks and the Wizards and we've got here Giannis, Porter, Prince all out. For Washington, it will be Bagley, Vukcevic, Trae Young out. Sarr here is questionable. Next up, Houston and Atlanta. We got Easton, Finney-Smith, Van Fleet out for Houston. Porzingis out. Rasacher has been upgraded to questionable here for Atlanta. Alcongo also questionable. He's definitely someone who contributes for Atlanta there. And Heat and the Bulls. Wild travel spot here for Miami. Rozier out. Hero doubtful. Mitchell questionable for the Bulls. Collins out. Trey Jones is doubtful. We start with Chris.
Yeah, look at this Kings Sixers game here. A couple takes. If I had to lean aside, I would take the Sixers. The Kings just not doing anything lately, but that's a lot to lay. Really look at the total. 229.5 is what I've got currently. I'm gonna take that over. The Kings are not defending anything at all. They're giving up a lot of points. So we go back and forth on that one. I think we see up and over 229.5. Probably staying away from that Bucks Wizards. This is like a tricky line there. 2.5. It's the Wizards. Even if Giannis is out and all these other people with the Bucks are out, I'm not sure why that's so low there. And then the other one I'm looking at, the Rockets and the Hawks. Give me the Hawks there. You can even take them on the money line, take the points with them. Rockets looked terrible last night against the Spurs. Just wasn't a good spot there. Now they got to travel into Atlanta, so I'm going to take Atlanta. You can take the points. I'm going to take the money line. Either way, we'll take them in that one.
Here we go with Chris on over down Ninos.
Yeah, I ended up with a small lean to the over there in that Sixers game. Excuse me, Kings-Sixers game. Yeah, you know me, I don't really like laying double digits again. Probably lean towards either grabbing the points or taking the Sixers to win both halves there if you really like the Sixers. Bucks, Wizards, I'll look the other way here. I'll take a small lean to the under. You got the Wizards coming in at 23 and 22 to the under. Milwaukee 27 and 18 to the under. And now getting used to life without Giannis there. A couple other injuries as well. So I think we see a lower scoring game there. I'll take the under in that one. I like the Rockets here. Again, both teams on the back-to-back, as you mentioned, a lot of tricky back-to-back spots. And the Hawks, I believe, are 5-4 on the no rest there on the second game of a back-to-back against the spread, while the Rockets are just 2-3 there. But again, I think they come out and cover this little number here. The Hawks been playing well, but just think there's more talent on this Rockets in this Rockets lineup. And then, the Bulls, was just talking about them earlier. Let me down yesterday. Tricky spot here. Probably lean that way, but not a very strong play. I think this game could pretty much go either way.
Yeah, from El Nino say when I think about these games here, I'll look at the Bucks here. Wizards have lost 9 of 10, just bad defense altogether from this Wizards team. At least Milwaukee over the past 2 weeks hitting 39% from three. I'll look at Milwaukee in that spot. Yeah, I can only look at Sixers. This Kings team has not been very good. 3-20 on the road, a minus 13.5 net rating. They failed to cover 5 of 6 with bad defense there. So I'll look here at this Sixers team. Kings on the road this year, not making threes and giving up 50% shooting. Heat and Bulls. I'll look at the Bulls in this spot. This is a really bad travel spot here for this Heat team. I mean, they just come off a road trip out west. They come home, play one game, and they got to get on a plane and play a makeup game in Chicago. So that's I don't like those one-game homestands after a long road trip. I like to fade those teams traveling. So I'll look at the Bulls here in this spot. In this one, Bulls have covered 4 or 6 with good shooting. Heat over the past 2 weeks hitting just 43%, 34% from three. The Bulls in better shooting form over that period. I'll look at Chicago there. Yeah, I can only look at Atlanta in this spot. Took a lot out. I think that game took a lot out of the Rockets. That late night game. Hawks have won and covered 4 straight with really good 3-point shooting. If Versace gets in there, that's another shooter for them there. Rockets have missed the cover now in 11 of 14. So I can only look at Atlanta in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Closing out NBA with these final games on the board. Hornets and Mavericks. Hornets on the road now 4.5, total 227.5. Pistons and Suns. It's Detroit on the road 4.5 in this one, total 214.5. Nets and Nuggets. Nuggets laying 7.5 at home, total 209.5. Thunder and T-Wolves. It's OKC 6.5. So I don't see there's a 7 at Pinnacle. 7 at Pinnacle still. Total sits here at 225.5. We'll look at the injury reports here from these series of games. Hornets and Mavericks. Plumlee out. Simpson is questionable. For Dallas, no Davis, no Irving. Klay Thompson and Cooper Flagg are both questionable. Let's take a look at Cooper Flagg, what his status looks like here. I thought the plan was to sit him here. They sat him with the ankle on Wednesday because he had that ankle injury, and they're hoping he can play. That's where it sits. So probably a game time decision. See how that ankle sits for Cooper Flagg here for Dallas. Brooklyn and Denver. We got the rookie here who's been producing. Igor Demon out. Highsmith, Cam Thomas, Zaire Williams out. Man is questionable. Clowney is probable. For Denver, it's Bates, Braun, Gordon, Johnson, Jokic out. Valanciunas and Murray are both probable. For Detroit, just LeVert questionable. On the Phoenix side, no Booker. He'll be out for a while with that ankle. Green and Gillespie, these are contributors. They're both questionable. We go to OKC, Minnesota. We've got Caruso, Mitchell, Topic, the good Jalen Williams out. Cason Wallace is questionable. Shannon is the only one showing out for Minnesota, but you got to keep an eye on this Timberwolves team, especially with Anthony Edwards. He's been sitting out lately with that foot. And I do see a questionable tag on him in the lineup. So keep an eye on Edwards. He's been dealing with foot soreness, foot issues here. It is a back-to-back in that one. We get to start here with Chris.
Yeah, a couple looking at here. Denver, Brooklyn. I think it's first to 100 wins that one. It's probably why it's so low at 209. We'll see who gets to 100 first. So we'll take the under there in that game. Looking at Detroit and the Suns. Detroit, if they are healthy, or at least for the most part healthy, I'm going to take them on the road there. I don't trust this Suns team. They have failed to cover the last 3. Missing some key contributors there, so I'd rather take the Pistons on the road. OKC Timberwolves, definitely watch that Anthony Edwards news to see if he plays. Regardless, though, I still want to take the points with the Timberwolves. The OKC just not covering as of late. But if he plays, definitely would take the points with them. Even might sprinkle on the money line there, just for them to get it done against OKC at home. OKC can be beat; they're not invincible. So I'm gonna back the Wolves today and take the points.
There you go with Chris. Move on over to Alninos.
Yeah, only one I feel pretty strong about here. And yeah, I agree. If Edwards does play today, I do like the Timberwolves, but if he doesn't, I think the Thunder can kind of run away with this one. Now, again, depends where that number lands, right? Not trying to lay too many points with them either. But he did sit out the back end of the last back-to-back they just had recently, so definitely keep an eye out on that if you're trying to back these Wolves here. If you think he's going to sit this one out, I'd jump on the Thunder now, but I'll wait and see where he ends up.
Yeah, we talked about the month of January. They ram and jam these games in. They do the same thing in March. Some people have been commenting that's all because of the NBA Cup. A lot of rest in December and leading to a lot of ram and jamming games here in January. Oh, look, Hornets, Mavericks. I'll let here with the Charlotte Hornets. This is a team here that has been getting it done here on the road. Hornets in the past 2 weeks shooting 49%, 44% from three. They've won 4 of 5 with great shooting. Dallas has lost and failed to cover 2 straight with poor 3-point shooting. When you look, whenever you have Ball, Miller, and Knuppel in the lineup together, they're averaging 135 points per 100 possessions. That's amazing. I mean, that's a fantastic number there. I can only look here at Charlotte there. Yeah, a nearly healthy Pistons team. I'll take them in this spot against the Suns. The injuries are concerning here with the contributors. Suns has missed the cover in 2 straight with poor 3-point shooting. Pistons have won 6 of 7. Very good defense from them. I'll look at the Pistons in that spot. Yeah, I can't back this Nets team. That they just don't play a lick of defense. At least Denver's playing some defense with these injuries. You look at over the past 2 weeks, giving a 45% shooting, just 29% from 3. So they're guarding their perimeter very well. And this Brooklyn Nets, look over the past 2 weeks, shooting just 42%. But allowing 53% shooting, 43% from 3. I can only look here at Denver in that spot. Yeah, that's a lot of points to give with the Wolves. I could look at them in that spot here. You got to look at Anthony Edwards here. Timberwolves have covered 2 straight. Good defense here. They've looking at OKC. They've missed the cover in 3 straight. Poor 3-point shooting. There's an issue with the 3-point shooting for OKC. They don't hit the corner threes either. I think it's 32%, if I'm not mistaken. I look at some of the advanced numbers on OKC. They're having issues making threes. I'll get Minnesota plus the points. All right, let's continue on here on the some morning show. We'll turn our attention over to college basketball. It is pretty much a mid-major card today. We'll do it in 2 blocks. So in block 1, we'll cover the games here at 5 Eastern time and include the 8:30 Eastern time games. And, of course, the ones from 9 and later we'll do in the last block. Let's see if there's any notable games here in this first block because it's nothing but mid-majors here today, especially in this early slot. I thought I saw one big conference game, if I wasn't mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe not, but it just looks like it's a small conference here that started off for us here, even the 7 Eastern. I thought that was a Penn State game. Oh, here we go. Colorado and Iowa State. That's what. Your big game here is Colorado-Iowa State, but this is Iowa State laying 17 in this one. In this game, total 153. In block 1, we go over to Chris.
Yeah, a couple to look at here. Something I may drive over tonight and be a part of is Wofford and Chattanooga there. Honestly, going to take Wofford. I've watched our team this year, just letting stuff slip away there. So I'll take the points there with Wofford in that one. Could be a good one to watch tonight in person. Another one I am looking at is that Colorado-Iowa State. I'm going to take the over. You look at what these guys have been doing. Iowa State's just been doing great lately, 85 points on average, 50% shooting, 40% from 3. They have been defending well, but even if they have to do the heavy lifting, I think we still get up and over that because Colorado's going to be able to score too. They've been doing well at 82 points per average, 47 shooting percentage there, 36 from 3. So could see some back and forth between these 2 teams. And like I said, if Iowa State has to do the heavy lifting, we still get up and over that 153.5.
There you go with Chris. Move on over to Alninos.
Yeah, I agree with Wofford there. And scary line move through the 0. Now, they did open up as the favorites, but I still think it's the right side here. So I'm still on them like the better number here. I was kind of looking at Liberty here, just coming in to Middle Tennessee and having a great season so far. They've been shooting the ball well, playing some good defense, taking care of the ball. 5-1 on the road, so I'll take Liberty there over Middle Tennessee. Let's see. What was the cutoff for this slot?
8:30 Eastern time is your last game.
All right. I was kind of looking at FAU there over Memphis. Again, been playing the better basketball. Just 3-4 on the road, and Memphis is 8-2 at home, which is much better than their overall record. But I'll take whatever I can get here with FAU. And was looking at UT Martin over Eastern Illinois there. Big edge on the glass for them. And obviously having a much better season, also decent on the road, 5-4 on the road. So I think they can win this one by 2 possessions plus. And 8:30s included. I'll lay with Tennessee State there at home. Again, just think they're the better team. I'm seeing 4.5s. Headed to 5, it looks like, but I'd like them, another team here to win by 2 possessions plus. Again, big home court advantage. Oh shoot! Sorry, opening up random apps on my laptop there. Sorry, 5-1 at home and going up against a team in Little Rock here, just 4-9 on the road. So I'll lay with Tennessee State in that one, and that'll wrap it up for me.
All right, tell you what I think here in this block of games. So I'll take Drexel Dragons, a very good defensive team. They've covered 9 of 10 with good shooting and defense. Hampton has not shot the ball very well here. Matter of fact, they're 13th in effective field goal shooting in the CAA conference. They can't make threes. They don't make twos. They commit turnovers in conference play. I'll look at Drexel, the top team in defensive efficiency in their conference there. I'll look. I cannot, in a pick'em game, there's no way in the world I'll take Chicago State. I'll take St. Francis here in the road in this one. Chicago State last in the NEC's got to be one of the worst conferences in college basketball. Chicago State last in offensive efficiency, 40% shooting from 2 in conference play, and they've already played 7 in conference. I mean, they played 8 in conference play, and you're shooting 40% from 2. That is absolutely atrocious there. At least St. Francis secures the basketball. They hit their threes. They force turnovers on defense, and they've covered 5 of 6 with good defense. Chicago State has failed to cover 6 of 8 with poor shooting. I'll take St. Francis there in that one at a pick-up. My goodness, there's no home court advantage to Chicago State. That is just a bad program there. I'll look at Charleston here, plus the points against Hofstra. Hofstra in poor shooting form coming in. Charleston is 3rd in effective field goal shooting in the CAA, 56% from 2, 76% at the line. 3rd in effective field goal defense in the conference. They rebound. They defend the threes pretty well. Hofstra not defending well here in the conference. Hofstra has played already 8 games in conference play. So I'll take a look here at Charleston. Agree with Al Ninos. I like Liberty. This is a team that has been getting it done. Tops in offensive efficiency in Conference USA. They secure the basketball, hit their threes at 40%, 60% from 2-point distance against the conference's Liberty. They played 9 games already in conference play, hitting 60% from 2. Middle Tennessee is 8th in offensive efficiency, a team that turns the ball over and struggles on the glass. Their 2-point shooting is not very good. Their free throw shooting is at 68%, and they fail to cover 5 of 6 with bouts of poor shooting and 3-point defense. I'll look at Liberty, the hot team there in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26th morning show. As we continue on here, closing out college basketball here with the games at 9 Eastern time, and we'll cover the last game tonight with Cal Irvine and Hawaii here at 11 Eastern time. Look for some notable games here in this mid-major card for today. Do we see any? Washington, Illinois is your major conference in action here. Illinois going to lay 12.5. Total sits here at 153.5. And any other ones? Well, the Hawaii Irvine is a pretty big one in the Big West here. Irvine's going to be favored by 2 at total 141.5 in your super late night game. So we'll get it started here with Chris.
Yeah, the only one I'm looking at is that Washington Illinois game there. We're gonna go. I'm gonna take the over 153.5 there. Both teams seem to be shooting the ball pretty well here lately. Now Illinois is defending a little bit better, but both teams, Illinois averaging 85, Washington 79 there. So once again, even if Illinois in this one has to do the heavy lifting, we could see something like 87, 90, something to 70, 80, whatever on the Washington side there. But I still think we get up and over this total.
There we go, Chris. We move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I was looking at one I liked here was I like Portland State at home over Montana here. Now Montana having a pretty decent season, but just 4-5 on the road, and then Portland State coming in at 7-1 at home. So again, another team with the edge on the glass as well there, and the better defense as well. So I think that gets it done at home here. And go the other way here in this one. I'll back Montana State over Sacramento State there. Again, just 4-7 on the road, but I think they've been the much better team this season. They've been shooting the ball real well from deep, so I'll take them to come in here and cover this number for us.
There from Al Nino said what I think here. Yeah, I also agree. I like Portland State in this one. Montana's played 8 games in the Big Sky, and the team that struggles on the glass, and they turn the ball over. They don't force turnovers defensively. Portland State, 7 games in conference play, tops in defensive efficiency in the Big Sky, strong on the glass, rebound, defend the 3, defend the 2 at 47%. They set 4th in offensive efficiency in the Big Sky. They rebound 54% from 2-point distance. They've covered 8 of 9 with great defense. And Montana not defending well on the road this year. Vikings at home shooting the ball well, 51%, 39, and they're giving up just 39%. I'll look at Portland State in this one. Super late night bailout special. I'll take Irvine in this one. Hawaii offensively in the Big West has turned the ball over. They don't make their free throws. They don't force turnovers in conference. UC Irvine first in effective field goal defense in the Big West. They hold teams to 32% from 3 and only 39.8% from 2-point distance. 2-point defense, very good for this UC Irvine team that's played 9 games already in conference, giving up just over 39% from 2, which is outstanding. Offensively in conference, the Anteaters rebound well. They make their threes at 39%. They've covered 5 of 6 with great defense. And I'll look here at Irvine in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Shimura Show. We'll turn our attention to hockey. We just asked the cappers in hockey to give us what they got in this NHL card. Big card tonight in hockey. So we start with Chris. Chris, what do you got today?
I'll give you 3 goal scorers that didn't make the hit list last night. I didn't have information on these guys, but I do this morning. So last time we took all these guys on the hit list back on the 18th, all 3 of them hit. So you can play them individually. You can parlay them. I don't recommend that. But anyway, it's Brandon Hagel, Alex DeBrincat, and Zach Hyman, and I will update them in the comments.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to Ninos.
Take the winnings from the last parlay and parlay that on them again. No, I'm just kidding. But, I like first up here, I'll look at Boston at home here, just the team that's been playing the better hockey. And it's not by coincidence. I think this is pretty much the healthiest they've been since the start of the season. So, and the Flyers, again, just kind of falling apart there. So I'll take the Bruins at home. You could do regulation. I prefer doing the -1 by taking the money line and puck line there. Next up, Kings, Sabres. Yeah, I like the Sabres here. The Kings are the healthier team, but again, a pretty big piece they're missing for them in Kopitar. So and the Sabres playing some pretty good hockey there, so I'll lay the small price with them at home. Kings coming in pretty hot, but again, it's not that long ago that they lost 2 games to the Ducks, and we're struggling. So I'll take the more consistent and I guess hotter overall team as well in the Sabres there at home. Next up, I saw a comment about the Habs and Habs not. I guess I'm not too sure what's wrong with the Avalanche right now. Definitely not playing their best hockey. You got the rest and home ice advantage here. Can't argue against the kind. Yeah, it's a stay off for me, but I can't talk anyone off of Montreal there. And let's see, moving on down. Yeah, the Rangers been struggling. So again, looks like the Islanders is the play there, but again, not a game I'm rushing to bet either. We got the Penguins, I think, coming in a little bit overpriced here. Would not mind taking a small shot on the Blackhawks here. Again, the Penguins, again, big question mark there for them and Malkin there. So if he ends up sitting this one out, definitely think it's worth taking a shot on the Blackhawks in that one. Another team that's way overpriced here is the Lightning, still with a couple key injuries there. Still no Point, no Hedman. A couple other guys still missing there for the Lightning. think you got plenty of value on the Jets, who again haven't been playing their best hockey, but think it's definitely a spot where they could show up and give us some nice plus money. So I'll take them there. I like the Red Wings over the Capitals. Again, just a team that's been playing much better hockey. Capitals coming into this one struggling a little bit. So I'll lay a little bit of juice there with the Red Wings at home. Moving on down. I think the Wild are a little bit overpriced too there at home. So wouldn't mind taking a shot on the Flames. Not rushing to bet it, but I think that's definitely where the value is. Would probably lay the -1 there. Take the Panthers in regulation. Just think they're the better team here. Again, another team that's been getting some key pieces back. So I think they can. I believe they lost their last one, but I think they can get right here and beat these Blues. That again, team that's just not been playing great hockey this season. And the Oilers, yeah, they got the job done on their last one, but I think they're still way overpriced in this one against the Sharks team that I'd like to back here. Again, nice plus money, so why not take another shot on the Sharks here on the money line?
There we go with Al Ninos. All right, we got you through our sports coverage. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We start with Chris.
We'll take the Hawks with the points. We'll take the Timberwolves with the points. Another one you could go in this direction that I would take is you could take Hawks money line, Wolves money line. So play it either way you want to.
There we go with Chris. We move on over to Al Ninos.
I'll go with the Rockets. Sorry, button heads with Chris there, but I like the Rockets in that one. I know it might not be a very popular pick today, but I'm still on the Rockets there. I'll take the Bruins, and I'll take I believe I'm going to wrap it up with the Panthers.
All right, there from Al Ninos. All right, tell you what I like here. I'm going to take St. Francis College Hoops with College of Charleston plus the points, and I'll take the Pistons here with your 3-team parlay. All right, we got you through our Parlay Pearl segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a Thursday with a full board here of NBA and college basketball action on the ice. That's where you're going to find our best bets on our premium plays over on our site at Tony'sPicks.com. Link in the description. Let's take a look, see what Chris has got for sale over at Tony's Picks. Putting in really good numbers here in college hoops. Chris, what you got for sale?
Kept it light so far today. I've got you one in the NBA best bet. We'll be watching some lines, may have some late steam action there, so be looking for that as well. But just one in the NBA today, and then we head into the weekend tomorrow. So you guys hop on that 3-day pass. You guys like that to get you everything from NBA and college basketball. You guys know I cover the SEC there. So you'll have some plays from all that this weekend coming into it. I will have an NFL play for the Super Bowl here soon. I'm watching the lines on that, seeing what I can get. But you'll have that as well. So I'm also the long-term, short-term, either way you want to go. Get you that late steam action. A lot of these people sitting and lines are changing closer to time to games. But 2-for-1 capper, pair us up. You guys see who's on here, who's doing well, who's giving you the picks and everything. So pair us up together. Let us go to work for you. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you the 15%, and we're just going to keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. So you get results from Chris. This is all based on $100 unit wager size. Chris has a slam dunk from the NBA today. That is profit guaranteed, meaning it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get one with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Also, long-term subscriptions also available for you there as well. So get signed up. All right, let's take a look, see what El Ninos is active for sale today over at Tony's Picks. El put together a great year on the board for this season. This is based on $100 unit wager size. El, what you got for sale?
Yeah, so far, again, as you mentioned, some interesting spots in the NBA. There is one game I really like, but I really think we're going to get a better number closer to tip-off. Now, obviously, we got to get a play in before 11 a.m., so we'll have one, but was thinking of going hockey to buy myself some time in the NBA. There's a couple plays I like in hockey as well. Could end up with a 3-pack, but I might just put in that NBA play as well. So keep an eye out. Should have at least one play soon, if not a 3-pack there. At least one play in the NBA, one in the NHL, and probably one for everyone on those long-term or the 2-for-1 cappers, which always your best way to go, and you get all those team plays emailed right to you. So pair me up with your favorite capper.
That's right, boys. Get on board with Al Ninos over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions are the way to go, especially with all these sports overlapping. And, of course, our plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we continue to handicap the board looking for those late steam plays. And anytime we put a play in between 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time. Those are emailed directly to your inbox using the email you use when you sign up for the service. Late steam featured offered at no extra charge. Also, props are offered at no extra charge. We have fully automated our prop system for selecting picks and grading in the NBA, NHL, and NFL. So those are offered as well at no extra charge. So get on board with Alnitas over at Tony's Picks long-term subscriptions there and multi-cap promotion with the 2-for-1 cap promotion. So you can match up Al with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 cap promotion. So go ahead and get signed up. Link in the description line right here at Tony'sPicks.com, where you find leaderboards and all of our best bets and pre and plays available for sale, including our best bet tab here, where you can click the best bet tab and see our best bets for the day. Our $19 promotional is up there as well. Three packs and more up there, and props as well, guys. So go ahead and get signed up. We're ready to roll here at Tony's Picks. I got also a best bet on the board. I've been on a real good run here on that best bet. I have a best bet for you right now, as well as a 3-pack mixing sports here from NBA and college hoops. So 4 premiums from me. So get on board and sign up with you here every day, guys, at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. Head on over to our YouTube channel. A lot of great content, not just live shows, but we also have a bunch of on-demand content up there as well. And we have 5 live shows over our network here. And just head on over there, type Tony's Picks in the search console, find it there on YouTube. Our live shows show up. Also, our past live stream shows up as well. 5 live shows, all archived. Ramon's Overnight Show, Night Moves Up. We have Alessandro's Look Ahead Show. Complete rundown on these games before the line moves with Look Ahead. Happy Hour and more up here on there with Rod and Company. Check it out. We've got my playlist up there for you right now from NBA and college hoops. Chris's hit list is up right now from the NHL. Check that out. Of course, we do have our playlist from NFL, playlist from the NBA. College basketballs are up there for you right now from shorts from me, as well as a lot of the crew up there. Ramon coming in with a lot of college basketball, a lot of more small college and big college from Ramon here. He got you covered on a good slate of college hoop coverage today. I think it show was over 2 hours, so he's got a lot of college basketball coverage for you, as well as every pick from the NHL. So that's why whenever you see those long shows from Ramon, you know it's a big card from the NHL and college basketball when you go over 2 hours there. So he's got you covered there. Of course, fight picks up already from Alessandro is going to the boxing world today with some boxing picks. And UFC will be up for the weekend. Videos as well. We talked about my shorts up there as well. So lots of great content on the channel. Of course, Chris, huge contributor here on the live shows, on the reels, as well as that hit list.
Yeah, try to be here as much as possible. Of course, the end of the month, trying to get everything together. But yeah, the hit list is going to be out here as long as I've got data. You guys will have a video. It's probably about 2 or 3 minutes long. I'm not doing 2 hours. That's almost like a Night Moves movie there if you guys tune into that. But good show there. I try to catch it in the morning. You guys can catch it on the East Coast in the morning after it's taped and everything. Definitely good information there from all the shows. Everybody does well. So check them all out. Check us what we're doing. We're putting out some content for you. But like I said, as long as I've got data, you guys will have a hit list. You've got 5 goal scorers today. You've got the 3 that I just gave out here. We'll be updating those in the comments. Keep your comments coming. We appreciate all the interaction, as long as you keep it respectful and everything. So keep that coming. Like, share, subscribe. Keep up with everybody's content. We're just trying to give you the best picks, and we're just going to keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. Check it out. Chris here on the hit list. And, of course, on our shows, we put the videos and reels as well. So check it out. Hit Chris's hit list right here on the playlist. All right, Alnitos. See you here on the fixture here in the mornings with a lot of live content and the reels.
Yeah, mostly live shows for me lately. So morning shows, I should say. So make sure you keep tuning in early. But again, if you can't catch that, make sure you catch one of the other live shows or catch the replays or any of the other great videos we got over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
That's right, guys. A lot of great stuff up there on the shows, guys, that we talked about here. Our morning shows, our night move shows, about 2 hours. Rod's Happy Hour is your last look at these games before they start. And Look Ahead show from Alessandro. I think he's giving you the monkeys look from the 60s today. Alessandro always changing his look. Either the sunglasses, but I think he's got the monkeys look today there with that look there from the 60s. So there you go. You're always going to get a different look from Alessandro, but you're always going to get a good rundown on the picks because he's really sharp there with his handicapping skills. So check it out there on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Lots of great content. Like, subscribe, set those notifications. We'll be there with you guys. All right. Appreciate everybody's contributions here in the chat with their picks. We always welcome your picks here in the chat. Always. So we'll share them with you folks here. Mandingo in there as well. Chris, you got Chris's plays for you here on the hockey segment as well. And man, Nigo coming in here as well with his plays and more. Shazan Adami liking his plays here today. Toronto over 6.5. He's thinking about it there. Rewind the video, see if we got something for you there. Always appreciate Cal Dog. Stay warm there in the Chicago area. Although I'm fading the Chicago State. I don't think anybody in Chicago is following Chicago State. But anyway, there you go. It's a rough school to follow, man. The way they've been performing of late the last several years in college basketball. But anyway, that's going to do it here on the show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Any closing thoughts for me, guys, before we close it out?
Just make it a winning day, guys.
Was trying to look at that total real quick. If anything, it's a slight lean to the Kraken, but I don't really love that too much either. Just the Maple Leafs struggling coming into this one, but again, another talented bunch that could wake up on any given day. So more of a stay away for me, but slightly into the Kraken in that one for me. But yeah, good luck to everyone. And
there you go. As you know, you guys, we cover a lot of sports here on our channel. I know we covered the major ones here, but we got some guys that cover the peripheral sports like Ramon and company with the Aussie Australian tennis. And just a note, we're about 2 weeks away from first pitch in college baseball. We document that, and we have cappers like Ron Crawford who follow college baseball. So if you're looking for that, check out the Happy Hour with Ron Crawford. He does a few videos as well. He covers the SEC baseball. First pitch in about a couple of weeks, February 13th there. They went into spring training on January 8th. I don't know how you do. I don't know what they call it winter training because it's still winter, but they gotta get it started there in college baseball. It's getting more and more popular with that SEC baseball. You can see pretty much all the games on ESPN Plus now. So for those of you that follow college baseball, we do have it covered with Ron Crawford there with college baseball. That's going to do it for the show, guys. Going to wake up out of guys. You guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony This Morning Show. Also should note, Ramon also covers as well. He covers everything.